1 million people are going to march in the United States on April 5th. 1 million people.
Sit your black ass down.
Top 3
So
reasons
why
blacks
folks
will not be
ain't
part
coming
of the
to y'all
April
march
5th,
tomorrow on
2025
April 5th, y'all
march.
do y'all thing, okay? But I'm gonna give you three reasons. Now, it's plenty more, but I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why we ain't coming. Number one, I want to give y'all the information because that's important. In 1957, 9 black students integrated Little Rock Central High School, and the governor at the time, he sent in the National Guards on 9 black students. I mean, it was a mess. It was on TV. First time, whether you believe it or not, the news broadcasters went live. First time. Yeah, that was that. So we dealt with that, okay? Then you come on up, 1963. Black folk fighting for their rights and fighting for freedom. They did the March on Washington, okay? That's when Dr. King really became known because he gave that I Have a Dream speech. But, you know, at that time, they were sicking dogs on us and spraying black folk with water hose. So we got that. And then I'm going to line out. There's plenty more reasons, but number 3, now this is the one that I want you to really get. Number 3 is it is almost 60 years to the date. So tomorrow when y'all had that march, did you know that March 7th, 1965, which is almost 60 years in a month, in a few little days, that was better known as Bloody Sunday, when the black folk was in Selma, Alabama, and they was getting ready to come across the Emma's Pettis Bridge because they was going to take a 54-mile march to Montgomery fighting for voters' rights. And you know what happened. You know the Alabama state troopers beat them off that bridge. You saw it. Go look at the movie Selma. It's the true story. They beat them with batons. They sprayed them. They kicked them. You know, that's when John Lewis, he sustained a skull injury. 19 people were hospitalized and many more. So that's why we ain't coming. That's just 3 reasons we ain't coming. So y'all do y'all thing. Y'all do it. Because we didn't already been part of it. We started this thing. Now y'all wrap it up.
Hey y'all, so tomorrow, April 5th, is Hands Off, the big nationwide protest against all things Trump. I'm going to say this, black folks, sit your black ass down. Don't go near this mess. It ain't about us. We did what we were supposed to do. 92% of us voted for Kamala Harris, okay? After they tried to develop this narrative that we were going to be the problem, that because of us. Nah. Latinos, Asians, white women, union workers, everybody went with the yam tits. So honestly, we did our part. Let's not get involved in this, because if some stuff goes down, it'll go down on us. That man is dying to declare martial law, and you don't think he's gonna do it on the backs of black people, cracking open blackheads? Miss me. Swerve around me, because don't involve yourself in this. Let them little white girls with the funny haircuts go out and get beat up. It ain't about us. We are not here to continually save this country. It's just that simple. Nobody was there for us when DeSantis was getting rid of black history. Nobody was there for us when all these states did all this anti-DEI, anti-woke stuff, which is all aimed at black people. Nobody protested when black history was taken away in Florida. So why are we going to be out here now? Because you can't get an abortion? Black people don't really get abortions that much, So black women need to take care of their own, figure their own stuff out on their own, with their own funds, with their own everything. Black men, all they talk to you about is jail. Don't get me started on that. Where's our entrepreneurial talk from these people? But when it comes time to protest, they're like, yeah, black people, come on, you guys get in the front. Nah. We have nothing to do with this. Stay your black ass at home tomorrow. Sit at home, make some greens, some cornbread. Do it. Eat some pork. You know what I mean? Screw these people. Let them go out. Let them get their heads busted. Let them do this. We are done. We are done trying to save this country, because eventually we'll save it, and you know what'll happen? We're back where we were before, okay? Look at how quickly all these companies abandoned us the minute Trump got in. All of a sudden, people like Caterpillar aren't doing stuff because it's woke. Bum this country, you know what I mean? This is not our fight. Stay home tomorrow. Don't get involved. Don't share their crap. Don't. But I will say something to do. You know we don't shop at Target no more, and Target knows it too. But there's a brand at Target called Houston White. It's a black brand. Go in there and buy some Houston White. You know, if you're going to protest by buying some Houston White. Because now that Target got rid of their DEI and all that woke stuff, they're also talking about how they're not going to support black brands anymore. So, you know, go give the brother some love. Anyway, that's it. Stay your black ass at home. It's not our fight. Bone them.
I am going to address to both white people and everyone white adjacent and black people. Black people do not get in those streets on April 5th. That is not your place. That is not your position. That is not your fight. You can get on any platform and urge people. You can support with your dollars, but do not put your bodies in that street. It's not hard to see why other people have been able to protest peacefully over these last 60 days. Y'all know, should we enter physically into this fight, we will be looking at those extreme right-wing people, those militia people, those government-sanctioned people to infiltrate our protests and turn them violent. That has happened over and over and over and over and over again. Black bodies, brown bodies start doing it peacefully, and then next thing you know, it degenerates. Y'all, this is proven that there have been bad actors who have infiltrated these sign parties that we've had. You can't afford to be there. Now, to the white people, stop asking us to be there. To the white people who are goading us to being there, stop goading us to be there. See, unlike you, who are filled with righteous rage, we have generations of this shit. And not only that, we have at least a decade and a half of this shit, starting with Trayvon Martin, if we want to be very recent. I have known rage, I have known fear, I have known terror, I have known disappointment unlike I've ever known before. So many of you did not stand with us during any of that. Instead you ask, but what do they do? Instead you ask, why didn't you comply? Instead you ask, what it was that was created as a situation by us to invoke this violence. And it wasn't until you saw that man on the ground with a knee on his neck for 8 minutes that you understood that people of all shades of color deserve dignity, and they do not deserve to die at the hands of the people who should be protecting. Don't ask us to get in those streets, because there is a lot of rage, there's a lot of fear. And if just our presence is going to invoke some kind of response from the top floor, please understand that taking that risk of going out there means that we have so much more to lose than you. And if it's going to cost us everything, we're going to lay out everything. And there are no safe white people at that point. I don't mean safe from us, I mean safe to us. Because you've already proved that you haven't been. Yes, some of y'all had your choices changed in November. Yes, some of y'all had that manipulation, but there was enough of you to not be safe. Don't ask us to be out there. And to those of you who were planning on being out there, stay home. And I'm only talking to black people. Stay home. And as far as our Hispanic brothers and sisters, I don't know what to tell you. It's your choice. Y'all know what they're doing. If you haven't seen Chrome Detention Center, I suggest you look it up. That's up to you. But as far as my people, let them handle it. And to those who are black and telling us that we need to be out there, it's your choice. You go right ahead. Let it devolve into something violent just because you could not read the room. This is not our fight. We've been fighting for a very long time. This is not our fight. It's not.
1 million people are going to march in the United States on April 5th. 1 million people.
Sit your black ass down.
April 5th is upon us. 2 more motherfucking days. And I just want to get on here and say, if I see anybody that look like me, if I see anybody close that looks like me, I'm coming to snatch you by your motherfucking wig out of that protest. Okay? I'm going to snatch you by your 2 front motherfucking teeth. Do not, and I repeat, do not. If you look like me, don't take your ass out there to protest. I don't care how many Caucasian friends you got and trying to support or anybody else. We've did our marches. We're done. Sit your black ass down. Sit this one the fuck out. Thank you, love you, bye.
There's some serious shit about to go down at these protests. I highly recommend that everybody that's involving themselves.
If you go look at his video, he's not only is he saying it ain't gonna go well, he specifically says, as a white man, he specifically says, and if you black, don't go. He's telling you he knows some stuff is gonna go down, and if you black, be sure that you don't take your black behind down there. Now, he ain't say black behind, but you get the point. Now, to those of you who say, well, I'm going anyway, then I hope you still feel the same when this thing is over. Now, my prayer still is that it's peaceful. But when I listen to him, because I don't believe it's going to be. I don't believe it is. I do believe if there are enough black people down there, that there are going to be people in the crowd deliberately for you.
There's some serious shit about to go down at these protests. I highly recommend that everybody that's involving themselves in these protests, okay, if you are participating, I need you to listen to me very clearly. Which, look, if you're a person of color, I would highly recommend that you just don't attend these protests to begin with. There are groups organizing right now that are not involved with the movement that's taking place. They will do anything to take away from your message being heard. And this is how you find out exactly who those individuals are. First of all, you always want to look at the shoes. There will always be those individuals that stand out in the crowd. You can tell that they are not clearly part of that movement. I was a part of many of the protests that took place last year, and I can tell you right now, many of the organizers that actually took part in peaceful protests, okay, knew that there were agitators in those crowds. And I swear to God, every single time you could pick them out almost instantly. Regardless of how much you want to feed into Western propaganda, those protests took place in defense of innocent Palestinians being victims of what so many of you don't seem to consider to be a genocide. This shit happened during BLM, but nobody was paying attention. They will encourage violence and they will suggest that you start destroying things. You do not want to allow them to get a rise out of you. This country is more divided than it possibly ever has been right now. And they want to test you. They want to see if you're going to actually react. I mean, is it not a coincidence to anybody that April 5th just so happens to be the exact date of which the TikTok ban is supposed to be taking place? You don't want to give them a valuable excuse as to why they should delete it. You feel me? If you don't see what's happening right now, you really need to get in touch with reality.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long.
I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. kind of.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.